Namaste and hello from me to you. Welcome back to this course of nouns. My name is Sharmila and in this video I am going to tell you about countable and uncountable nouns. Nouns can be countable or uncountable. Countable nouns are nouns we can count. They have a singular and a plural form. For example, apple, apples, horse, horses, man, men. If there is only one, we can use a or an. I own a house. I am eating an apple sitting on an elephant. But uncountable nouns are nouns we can't count, like air, rice, sugar, water, tea, juice. By seeing them, you should be able to say, there's no way to count them because air is a gas, tea and juice are liquids, and sugar is so small that if you try to count the individual particles, that would be an extremely difficult task. Also, abstract nouns like love, advice, honesty, pride, etc. too are uncountable nouns. We cannot use a or an with uncountable nouns. Like, we can't say a sugar, two sugars, a water, two waters. Sounds so funny, isn't it? But we can use units to talk about quantity. For example, we can say a glass of water or a cup of tea, 1 teaspoon of sugar please. We can use units of volume or weight like 2 liters of milk, 1 kilo sugar, a handful of, a pinch of, an hour. This is how we talk about quantity of uncountable nouns. Now, let's take a look on the types of countable and uncountable nouns. So, here's a list of countable nouns. Let's look into the types. Living things like man, dog, cat, person, tree, river, sea, ocean, country, state. Things used on a daily basis: bottle, chair, table, computer, cup, plate, spoon, bag, books, pens. Measuring units: liter, kilogram, meter. Currency: coins, notes, dollar, rupee. Fruits and vegetables: mango, apple, potato, cucumber. Other countable nouns: students, players, boys, girls, members, employees. Now, let's take a look at the list of uncountable nouns. The types: gaseous substance, air, hydrogen, steam, oxygen. Liquid substance, oil, milk, water, petrol, tea, coffee. Food items: meat, fruit, seafood, butter, cheese, bread. Powder and grains: salt, rice, sugar, wheat, all the flours, sand, etc. Feelings: love, courage, happiness, anger, kindness. Ideas: motivation, advice, honesty. State of being: stress, fatherhood, motherhood, childhood, old age, sleep. Natural phenomena: rain, weather, climate, snow, sunshine. Other uncountable nouns: art, accommodation, clothing, energy, fire, fuel, fun, magic, money, music, nature, pride, progress, respect, shopping, equipment, furniture, luggage. Now we have some understanding about the types of countable and uncountable nouns. So you'll have a question. What about the words that are to be used with countable and uncountable nouns? Let's check out. Words used with countable nouns only. A or an. A doctor, a pen, a class, a college, an elephant, an orange. How many? To ask questions, we use the expression how many with countable nouns. How many computers do you have in your office? Many. Many computers, many cups, many books, many libraries, many flights. Few. Not many, not enough. It is used somewhat in a negative form. Few tables, few apples, few holidays, few countries, few photos. For example, he has few photos on Instagram. That means not much, negligible, one or two. Very few people come to this place. A few, a small amount of. It is used in a positive way. A few horses, a few pens, a few books. I have got a few cakes to give away. Would you like one? Now, pay close attention to these two words, fewer and less. It's used when we have to make comparisons. Fewer is used with countable nouns and less is used with uncountable nouns. Look at this example. In my neighborhood, there are 2 banks. In your neighborhood, there are 4 banks. We can say there are more banks in your neighborhood. Just keep that in mind. What did I say? There are more banks in your neighborhood. That means in my neighborhood, there are fewer banks than your neighborhood. If you say less, it is grammatically incorrect because with countable nouns, you cannot use less. You have to use fewer to compare. Less is used with uncountable nouns. Let's take this example. This time it's with uncountable nouns. Remember, I drink 10 glasses of water a day. You drink 8 glasses of water a day. That means I drink more water. The opposite is you drink less water. So if I have to compare, I say it like this. You drink less water than me. You drink less water than me. Remember this rule, especially with fewer and less. Now, let's take a look at the words used with uncountable nouns only. How much? With uncountable nouns, we use how much. How much water is there in the bottle? How much sugar is there in the jar? Much. Much money, much time, much food, much water, much energy. Little, not much, used in a negative way. Little time, little equipment, little meat, little patience. He has little education, means he can't read or write. At the most, he can write his name. A little, a small amount of, used in a positive way. A little money, a little sleep, a little juice. I have a little water left. That means if anyone wants, there's enough to share. Okay, moving on. Now, take a look at these words. They are used with both countable and uncountable nouns. The first word is the. Countable, the monkeys, the schools, the teachers, the boats, the bananas. Uncountable, the cheese, the machinery, the luggage, the grass, the knowledge. The boys are playing in the park. The environment is getting polluted every day. Some, countable, some tables, some stores, some grapes, some cities, some nurses. Uncountable, some time, some news, some bread, some salt, some mail. Some computers in my office don't work. There's some tea left in the glass. Any, countable, any fork, any socks, any bathroom, any waiter. Uncountable, any advice, any transportation, any gold, any homework. I don't have any sugar in the house. Or you can say this, come again anytime. I don't have any tables. No, countable, no magazines, no chocolates, no pilots, no rings, no markers. Uncountable, no trouble, no grass, no scenery, no money, no furniture. There are no books on the table. There are no equipment in the gym for strength training. A lot of, countable, a lot of animals, a lot of coins, a lot of babies. Uncountable, a lot of help, a lot of happiness, a lot of fun. I have a lot of markers of different colors. I have a lot of advice for you. Lots of, countable, lots of computers, lots of buses, lots of parties, lots of colleges. Uncountable, lots of ice cream, lots of energy, lots of laughter, lots of fun. We have lots of chairs in the classroom. We have lots of furniture. Enough, countable, enough plates, enough onions, enough restaurants. Uncountable, enough courage, enough wisdom, enough time. I had enough sleep last night. They don't have enough plates. Plenty of, countable, plenty of houses, plenty of guitars, plenty of parks. Uncountable, plenty of oil, plenty of sugar, plenty of cheese, plenty of space. We have plenty of sugar. Don't worry, we have plenty of books in the library. In the above table, you must have noticed many words can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. So if you are not sure which word to use with countable and uncountable nouns, use something from the column which has both countable and uncountable nouns, like some, any, lots of, no, plenty of, etc. Now, a special note on the word hair. Be careful with the noun hair, which is normally uncountable in English, so it is not used in the plural form. But it can be countable when referring to individual strands of hair. You can use hairs in the plural form. For example, Joylyn has long black hair. Here we mean hair on Joylyn's scalp, her head. The child's hair was curly. I am getting a few gray hairs now. So maybe 3 or 4 individual hairs. So I'm talking about hairs. I found a hair in my soup refers to a single strand of hair. So I hope you understood the concept with hair. Now what? Recap. So, let's do a quick recap of what we learned today with an exercise. Read the sentences and guess the right answer. Okay. Shall we check with the answers? How much money did you spend to buy the dress? There are some eggs in the tray. Now, when do you use few? If the sentence would be, there are a few eggs in the tray. Did you get it? Yes. Moving on. Is there any rice in the bowl? My mother put too much pepper in the soup. There isn't much air in the room. I don't read many books. How much coffee do you drink? Here it's uncountable noun. How many cups of coffee do you drink in a day? That means it comes to countable noun. It may be 1 cup or 2 cup or 3 cups. How much paper is in the printer is an uncountable noun. We don't know how much. How many newspapers do you read every day? It's a countable noun. It might be 1 or 2. We need a lot of chairs for the meeting. Do we have any milk in the house? My father gave me a lot of good advice while I was growing up. Could you please give me some information about the English courses you offer? I don't think we have enough drinks for all the guests. That means there is very little. Don't worry, we have plenty of time to get to the airport. So that's it for the day. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you now have a better understanding of countable nouns and uncountable nouns. I know it's hard, but don't worry. Keep practicing because practice makes it perfect. Hope you found this video useful. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Have an awesome day. Meet you again in my next video on noun, gender. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy and stay blessed. Thank you for being my inspiration. Be happy always.